How's it going, YouTube world? This is my second attempt of this video. The first one I accidentally deleted instead of uploading. My bad. Um, so I know I haven't posted a video recently. I actually took about 2 weeks off from the gym. I kind of wanted to just let my body heal completely because every day some different body part is sore. So I wanted just to take a break, relax, heal up. My nutrition stayed somewhat similar. I mean, there was times where we brought donuts into the office, and I'd have one or two, slice of pizza here and there. So, but most of the time, my meals were still the same as they are while I'm actually training. So I wanted just to give you guys an update on that, as to why I haven't been posting. Um, I did start going back to the gym on Monday. I noticed, I mean, I kind of expected that my strength would not be what it was, mainly because taking time off, your muscles tend to just weaken a bit. So, built through the fight, fought through that. Sorry about that. Um, and I know my strength will come back by next week or so. I just got to keep grinding it out. It's not the first time this happened. I've been through that before, so I wasn't too concerned about that. Did not work out Tuesday. That was gonna be my rest day, and then I had unexpected rest day on Wednesday, mainly because my car got stuck in the mud due to all the rain we had. So I couldn't really go anywhere. Today it was cardio and back day. Had a really good workout. Hit my back from every angle that I can possibly think of. It was a lot of volume in my sets, um, decent amount of reps, really good weight. It wasn't lightweight, it wasn't as heavy as I can go, but it was still a great amount of weight and a good amount of volume. That altogether, you know, totals up to a really good workout. I sat in the sauna for about 40 minutes after my workout, and which is what I usually do at the end of my training days. I just hit the sauna for a little while, relax, stretch, and then go home, shower, come back to work. I mean, come do work. And I wanted to briefly discuss my why as to why I started doing this. Aside from doing this channel and everything, just documenting my journey and why I started the journey. Um, so really, I follow a lot of channels on YouTube. A lot of bigger guys who lost the weight and explain, what their process was. And when I look through their comments, it's usually something along the lines of, "Oh, I could do that if I didn't have a job, or if I went to the gym every single day, spent countless hours in the gym, or if I had a trainer, if I had a nutritionist, and all these other reasons as to why people can't do it." I knew it was possible because I've seen it being done. Um, and something triggered in my mind saying, you know what? Prove it to yourself that it is possible. So that's what I did. I started my journey. There's no personal trainers, there's no nutritionists. Everything I do, everything I eat, everything I prep, it's all done on research that I've done myself. Um, doesn't matter what it is, if it's a food that I've never tried before, I look it up, see if how beneficial it is, and see if where I can fit it into my meals. Um, so I don't use the term diet when I refer to my food because a diet means that at some point it will end. Um, and that's not the case for me. I'm not going to suddenly stop eating the food that I'm eating and start eating junk food or what have you. The changes I've made in my nutrition are changes that I'm going to keep for long term, not a short term like a diet would be. Diets are always short term. That's why you see a lot of fad diets and all over the place, and people keep trying them out, and some will have some results, some won't. Um, and my nutrition is just like that. It's basic. It's proteins, uh, carbohydrates, fats, just the basic stuff. As basic as I can go. That's is how I'll do it. Every now and then I'll experiment, try some new things here and there. But overall, I mean, nutrition is key in everything. Doesn't matter how many times you work out a day or throughout the week. If your nutrition's not there, your results will be damaged. You will see results, but you won't see the results that you could have if your nutrition was on track. So always keep that in mind. Don't look at fad diets. Look at something that you're going to be comfortable with in the long term, because if you restrict yourself to not eating certain kinds of foods because they're quote unquote bad for you, after a while you're going to get tired and your urges are going to take over, and then you're going to binge eat something that you probably shouldn't be binge eating. So I mean, if you want a slice of pizza, if you want something that you normally know that it won't be beneficial for you, if you can fit it into your meal, into your day, go for it. Just don't overdo it. If manage it. If you can fit it in, go ahead and take it. Just know that it's not going to be an everyday thing. A lot of people look at cheat days, um, which can be very, very detrimental to your journeys, because normally it would be a cheat meal, but some people extend it to a day. And that's where you can undo a lot of your changes if you're done to yourself, mainly because you would binge eat or not eat in a timely fashion or just overeat on the food that you're getting. So keep that in mind as you're going through it. I mean, not everything you read online is 100% accurate. If you don't know that by now, then we probably need to have a separate conversation on that. Um, but just look at different nutritional foods. Find an eating plan that will work best for you. There's no strategy that will work for everybody. So what works for me could possibly not work for you. So I can't say, hey, eat exactly what I'm eating because it works for me. That's not the case. We all have different body types. Everybody's different completely in every single way. So find something that you can stick with in the long term. Doesn't matter what kind of food plan it is. Just make sure you stick with it. And same thing goes for training. Stick to a training regimen. Um, don't expect results overnight or over 2 weeks. Um, you know, Nowadays everybody is looking for that instant satisfaction, instant change, because that's what we're accustomed to. But I mean, I didn't become overweight overnight. It took years of bad choices to get to where I was, and I don't expect to drop all the weight overnight either. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it's a lot of pain, a lot of sore muscles. But I know it's worth it in the end because I know where I could be once I'm done. And if you're trying a new regimen, like I said, it takes time for this to go through, for your body to make the changes. It's not gonna happen in 2 weeks. You give it at least 4 to 6 weeks of whatever you're doing, whatever meal plan you have, whatever training regimen you have. If you don't see results by then you can change it, because that should be enough time for your body to adjust and adapt to it. So if you see that you're not making the changes you want, or you're not getting the results you want, you can make adjustments to your training or your nutrition. But in that aspect, please keep in mind that you have to be honest with yourself. You can't say, "Oh, I've been eating perfectly 100% for 5 weeks. I'm not seeing results." When you know that when no one's around, you're eating a cupcake or eating 4 slices of pizza or eating something that's not part of your meal plan. So be honest with yourself on that front. If you're half-assing it at the gym and then complain about the results, just look back at yourself at what you were doing. Were you really pushing yourself? Were you really struggling? Were you really doing what you needed to do, or were you just kind of there going through the motions and just half-assing the work? That's what it boils down to. I mean, go, you can't perform mediocrely and expect fantastic results, because it just doesn't add up. If you do bad, you're going to get bad results. So whatever results you want, you have to earn them. Um, that's the, a lot of people don't like to hear that, but I mean, it's the truth. I can sit here and say I have not made any changes. My body hasn't changed. I haven't lost weight. I haven't done this, haven't done that. But if I look back, I did take 2 weeks off, and my nutrition wasn't on track during just 2 weeks. The previous weeks, I may have skipped a gym session here or there. So I wasn't going 100% the whole way through. So I can't sit here and say, oh, I'm not getting the results I needed because I'm not putting in the effort that I should be putting in. So keep that in mind, guys. I wanted to keep this video short, but it looks like I actually went longer than I wanted. Um, so another thing that keeps me going and I find very humbling is that since I started documenting all my journey through my social media applications, I have gotten people that message me saying that what I have done is inspiring them to do their journey, which is an amazing thing to hear, and it's extremely humbling because I didn't think that it was possible for me to be able to sit here and just go through my journey and inspire somebody to do the same thing. I didn't think that would be possible, and I wasn't expecting that either. And just to get those messages, it's really humbling. It's words can't really describe the feeling for it and that I get when I read those messages. Um, and funny thing is, I get those messages that my journey is inspiring, motivational for some people, and those messages actually motivate me to push myself further because I know that somebody's watching and somebody thinks that they can do it because they see me doing it, and that alone it's great motivation for me. Um, I mean, it's like I said, it's very humbling. It's words can't really describe the emotions on that one. Um, but just keep that in mind. I mean, if you're starting your journey, if you're documenting your journey, and you feel like you want to quit, just know that someone out there is more than likely watching you and following in your footsteps and doing their journey because they saw you doing it. If one person can do it, so can somebody else. And if I can do it without a nutritionist and a personal trainer, it's possible for everybody to do it. So don't use that as an excuse to not start your journey or change your life. Don't sit there and say, I don't have money for a nutritionist. I don't have money for a personal trainer. There's no way I can get this done. That's just not possible. When we have the internet, you can Google anything you want to learn, and somebody would have posted something about it that you can read through. Just keep that in mind, guys. It's pretty much the point of my video is to inform everyone that it is possible to make a change. I'm not done with my journey. I still have ways to go, but I know I'll get there, and I'm still going through it. Um, as always, I'll put my social media links in the description. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer as best I can, and if I don't have the answer, I'll direct you to someone who can answer your questions. All right. If you like these videos, if you want to keep watching these videos and keep up to date with me, hit that subscribe button. And thanks again. Enjoy your days.